Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Let's get this camera going right. Mad Dog, RJ, Phil, how's it going? Brad, what's up, man? Mac, Da Vinci, early seat from the UK. Vince, how's it going? So, I think a pretty simple concept for tonight. We're going to go through, grab spools and enter them into Spoolman. Kind of like a screw sorting stream, but with filament. So, I'm thinking that while we do that, we can kind of run this as a bit of like maybe like an AMA. If anybody has questions about me or about anything, if I can answer them, I will. Zach, how's it going? Yeah, screw sorting does the fourth series. Taking the kids to daycare. Yeah, so Spoolman is pretty cool. It does unfortunately add an extra step. We need some slicer integration for that. So like you can assign your spools and slicer. It'd be great if they could get that going up on Orca Slicer or something. What's the meaning of life, kids? Meaning of life is to perpetuate life. Miss Lee Marie 3D, how's it going? I've been churning through some of you guys' ambrosia filament. This is the new cool gray. This one part is over 800 grams of the violet void. One blaster part, almost an entire spool. Then there's a lot of them. Yeah. So Dan agreed to sponsor the filament for this, and I told him how much filament it was going to be. And then I sent it over to Lee Marie 3D, and just because I know that if it was me and somebody was going, yeah, I need 8 spools of filament for this blaster, I'd have questions. So I sliced everything and sent over a screenshot of the slicer breakdown for all the filament usage. Like, I didn't really know what else to do because I know I would question it. To their credit, though, no questions. Just here. Said we do it. Here it is. Working on Obico through Mobile Raker on the NG. Nice. RJ, it's good to see you again, man. Been a while. How's life treating you down there in Florida? Show them the B car. All right. I got like 2 totes of parts full here. So this is the B car for it. Size of forearm. Down Under Maker, are you streaming today? It is Wednesday, isn't it? So, are you streaming in 3 hours or in 2 hours? Yeah, Brad, I wasn't showing that part because that looks like the muzzle brake from a Barrett, so I wasn't trying to have YouTube throw a fit at me. We will be building this tomorrow, this giant blaster, 6 feet tall blaster, on live tomorrow. We're going to be doing it in Discord, and then that video will get, I'll record it as we do it, and that'll get uploaded to YouTube as a video, because you can upload videos of whatever you want. Not whatever you want, but you can upload videos of Nerf blasters pretty safely to YouTube. But live streams are a different story. So we'll do it live on Discord, and the bonus to that is we do it in Discord like a chat. So you can talk with me, your audio will get piped back and recorded. It'll be part of the video that goes up on YouTube. But we can sit and actually chat, not like reading chat. You can still type in the chat in the voice channel if you want. Life's good. Good, man. Well, I'm glad you're here. Sorry that work's slow, but Phil is in 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize the time had changed until like later in the afternoon when I looked at a wall clock, and I still need to change that clock. It needs a new battery in it. I gotta change the battery inside too. Nick, how's it going? So this is what we're going to do. I'm gonna clear my workbench off because I've got empty ambrosia boxes for days and days and days and days. And yes, I wasn't just showing you the same box over and over again. I'm keeping these around because I'm curious whether or not the Mammoth will be able to penetrate all of the filament boxes that it took to build the thing. Now we're going to get out our kitchen scale. Kitchen scale. Yeah, So it's a good and a bad thing about the ambrosia boxes. If they have a window on the side of them, so you can see the filament color when you're like storing it on the thing, and you don't have to like go and try to read the little label on it. But also it means they're not really usable for storing parts. All right, so let's see what camera we got over here. Okay, so I want to disable that one, and guess I don't have that camera. All right, it's gonna get wonky for a second, but it wouldn't be one of my streams if it didn't get wonky for a second. All right, scooch. That's scooch. And one last time. There we go. Yeah. All right, so let's pull up Spoolman. No, I want you to go over here. There we go. All right, now first things first, get chair. Then manufacturers. Create. Let's go ambrosia. Empty spool weight for ambrosia is 132 grams. Save and add. All right. When we grab a Polymaker 1, we'll add Polymaker's stuff and so forth and so on. We'll do cool gray, ambrosia, material, PLA, price. Is it not good? It only gives me option to change to put it in euros for some reason. It's $23, I do believe. 1.75. Density. I don't know if it says it on their spools or not. Probably says it on the website though. So, just to be sure, let's go over to West 3D, Filament, 1.25. Saving that. All right, now we can go over here to spools. Date first used. No, that was good. That was good. Last used today. Then I can just grab it. How much filament has been used from the spool? We're going to put remaining weight. We're going to add the measured weight here. Since we entered in all the other stuff, it'll automatically calculate how much actual filament's on here. Let's get rid of this so it doesn't throw it off any. Put our spool on there. We got 689. Does this have a lot number on it? CW 250719. Save and add. Now, you go into spools. I've got this spool here and tells me how much is remaining on it. Does everybody know what you do with the information from here or no? John, how's it going? Yeah, that flag too. Which one? The yellow one or the I'm assuming the don't tread on me flag, but I've got Blackbeard's flag over there. You're assembling your Rat King. Nice. Make sure you send me some videos and stuff. All right. So I'm gonna do one shelf at a time and then put all the filaments back as we go. You don't know how this works? All right, so you go to your printer. When you go to create, do your print, sorry, select your spool, refresh. Let's see. Do I not have this? I might not have this right. Need to go into Moonraker. No, I have the right, there it is. And then you'd select the spool you're using, and then as you're printing, it'll automatically subtract from this spool in Spoolman the amount of material you use and just update it in Spoolman. So you can go, how much filament do I have left on this roll of ambrosia? And go and look. Now, a smart thing to do is to take and especially if you're going to have multiple spools of the same color, go in and label, put a number on your spool. So I'm going to put a number 1 right here. And then I know what spool in Spoolman I need to go look at. Right? All right, now. This is extremely time consuming when you do it the first time, because you're going through your entire inventory of filament and entering it in. Oh yeah. I want the one with Beavis on it. It says, "Are you threatening me?" Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much it's being maintained or anything like that. I don't know who actually is in charge of that. So now we got to go over here. We got to create a new one for poly maker, empty spool weight. Is 145. Save and add. Filaments. Create. Now, if I go back and I get another spool, I'll show you in a second here. But you don't have to go through all this process all over again. So Starlight, Neptune, manufacturer, polymaker, material, PLA, price 30, density. Is that on here? It's probably not. So we're gonna go over to Polymaker's website. You can use the like general weights for the filaments if you would like, or if you want really super accurate tracking, then it's best to go grab the actual information from the manufacturer's site if they have it. One of these has the information on it. What the heck? All right, we're just going to go with the generic here. It's going to be close enough. 1.42, 1.24 rather. 1.75 diameter, 1,000 grams, 145 grams, booter temp 220, bed temp 60, save and add, spools. Create a spool. One 1055. All right, we're not going to enter in lot number and stuff like that. It's not something I necessarily need, so. LTX, how's it going? Yeah, hopefully some RFID stuff comes along and stuff gets all integrated. The thing about it is even with the RFID tags, we need a way to communicate between printers, right? Because if, let's say the box turtle gets some sort of RFID thing in it, and I can put it in there and it knows what spool it is. Excellent. 2.4 doesn't have an RFID reader on it. I need some way to go grab that when I take the spool out of that and go to print something using another printer. So, yes, RFID is going to make it simpler. Maybe there'll be like, you can get a reader and put it on your desk and open up Spoolman or whatever and go, you know, read the information. It automatically puts that spool into Spoolman for you or whatever. But you need some sort of system where everything, all your printers reference back to. Most of my Nerf blasters are printed out of PLA. I've got a couple printed out of some ABS. And then some of them use some TPU parts and stuff like that, but by and large, they're all printed out of PLA. And the reason for that is PLA is actually a harder material, right? So like it does not round over as easy as ABS does. So stuff is under an insane amount of pressure and forces with compression springs and stuff, and PLA works better. Now there's going to be parts like this part here could have been printed out of ABS. You've got to be very selective of what parts get printed in what materials. Yeah, every spool would need a unique RFID. So if you had 50 of them, you just select your spool, and then down here at the bottom, you just enter how many of them you have. If you have 50 of them, you type 50, right? So yes, if you have multiples of the same thing, you can enter in more than one spool of the same thing at a time. Dan, how's it going? Yeah, it's the filament equivalent of a screw sorting stream. All right. Now, manufacturers, I want to edit this. For new spool, because their old spool's way different. Save. Now we're going to create Polymaker old spool, because this spool weight is 140. Save and add. Now the thing that is extremely annoying to me is this: when I go in here and I add filaments, right, and I hit create, why does it not just grab the freaking spool weight? All right, okay, so I'm going to delete this, all right? And I'm going to go in here, grab Polymaker old spool. Why doesn't it self-populate this? What did I enter it in for in the other one if it's not going to put it here? All right, this is silk bronze. PLA price 25, I think this is 1.25, 1.75, comes in 1 kilogram spools, shear temperature 220, bed temp 60. Save and add. Spools, create a spool, And then I'm gonna grab this. It enters it in, it pulls it in here. It doesn't bother pulling in the price over here either. I'm gonna measure this. I'm printing blaster parts as well for the Stagecoach. Out of Darts is sending that over, so we're gonna have that to build here next week as well. Oh, I forgot my rule. I need to put a number on this. This is spool 2. This is spool 3. Yeah, okay. Save and add. Bearded Printer, how's it going? So like I said, going to kind of do this as well as a bit of a AMA, so feel free to ask questions as we go. Try to do something to make this entertaining, I guess. Now we run into problems with spools like this, where I've used part of this, but it doesn't have the empty spool weight on it. Not really a whole lot I can do with that, right? I don't have one of these spools as a reference. Same with Protopasta. I used to know the empty spool weight for Protopasta. $82 grams, it says it on there. Fantastic. All right, so manufacturers, create. I wish they had better spools, man. I wish they were bigger too. Their filament is so nice. And Protopasta, empty spool weight, 82 grams. Filaments, great. Blood of my enemies. High temp, POA, price. Oh, let's grab the Protopasta. Price is $30. 1.24. 1.75, 500, 82, 220, 60, save and add, spools, create, filament, what are my enemies, 30, remaining weight, $142. Save and add. This is going to be number 4.
Seek the light in darkness.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if it printed like some QR codes or something. Well, I don't know what you'd use it for though. What school is it? Maybe someone in chat will know. What do you mean, what school is what? All right, now next one. Oh, it tells you on here. The grams per centimeter. I like their tags, man. They got a lot of information on here. The empty weight of this particular spool, the density of your filament. They put a lot of information on their tags. Nice. Filaments, create, manufacture, protopasta. This is also high temp PLA. Density is 1.2, 1.75. The weight of this is 88. Oh no. 500. Spool weight is 88. You can tell at some point one of the spools of protopasta I had, the empty spool was 92 grams. Howie with the gifted memberships, thank you much. Lee Marie 3D, RJ, Zach, Eric Lowe, Casey Wood, all just became members. Print QR codes to track which printer runs this week, maybe. Uh, 220 on the extruder, 60 on the bed. Save and add. Spools, create. We got mermaids, tail, metallic, teal. Interesting. This spool happens to be 88. Weight remaining. $255. Saving that. Manufacturers. Information. Oh. Interesting. Filaments. Yeah, you can also put like the color and stuff into it if you want. Um, edit. All right. Empty spool weight is 88. I don't know why I did that. $255 is right. Save. Interesting. Edit. This is also yeah. Oh, we're all right with it. Let's see. Off of Spoolman, you can run as many as you want. You want to run 100 of them, you can run 100 of them. Yeah, this is a protopasta. There's some blood of my enemies and mermaid's tail. They're the only two colors of protopasta I've ever gotten. They make some absolutely phenomenal filament colors. Like protopasta, if you're watching, you can send me some filament. I won't be mad at you. Yeah. I used to know the empty spool weight for inland spools. Is it in here? I think a certain child unit stole my old notebook. Inland filament full weight 240 sounds about right. All right, manufacturers create inland 240 save and add filaments create inland PLA and this is neon green. Price. Want to say this is what is it? Let's say it's $20. Can't remember. 1.24 diameter 1.75 spool weight 240 save and add. I want to type something. Inland neon. Let's do star white poly maker look at that. Do you don't necessarily need to, some of this stuff might be in there already. So inland neon green PLA. See what's left in here. 5, 6, 7. Save and add. Okay, so this one is going to be number 6. So someone's maintaining some sort of external repo on this. I want to see if this comes up then. Let's go create. Let's go PRON proxy. No. Doesn't come up. Alright, let's put all these back on the shelf. Move to the next shelf. Alright, so that means that on this we should be able to do poly maker poly light pro metallic Is it still called the same thing? All filament. Polylight metallic. See if that shows up. Poly light metallic. No. Okay. Filament. Create. Metallic black. Polymaker material. PLA. Price 30. 1.24. 1.75. What did we say Polymaker spools were? $140. Oh no. This is 140. This is 1,000. Repo? What? Great. All right. Okay, so this is spool 7. This is so time consuming, folks. Polymaker, poly, white, PLA. Starlight. EWI. Old spool. 140. Yeah. It is clear to see folks are not very interested in this stream here. Oh, you can print labels. Back. Yeah. No, Brad, I was referring to the concurrent viewers on the stream. It is dropped off significantly. Like, I get it. I ain't mad about it. We're on... We've got 8 entered. That means we are about 1/10 of the way through all of this, y'all. Oh, Steve builds his live? Yeah, that would explain it. I didn't know he was streaming tonight. Is he back to doing streams every Wednesday now? Didn't it used to be Tuesdays? So, for those interested, there's a new shirt up on Fourth Wall for the Garage Crew. If you back them, you get Obiko. What is Obiko?
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future.
You gonna grab a hoodie?
Evolution.
Is it? Let's go look at that. I am a supporter. Let's go look at Obiko. Where do you see this about getting Obiko for free with Octo everywhere? Because I don't see it listed as a supporter perk. I'm not seeing it. I turned this on today after our discussion earlier. I know I said I would didn't catch the notification in time, I turned the confidence level to the middle and then I enabled Smart Pulse, and it actually saved a print because the next print failed. Set up printer notification. Oh look, there's a referral link stuff. If anybody wants to check out Octo Everywhere, there's a referral link. Look at that. I didn't know that. Jeb, how's it going? You're on your phone. Back. Supporter status. Question for you, Brad. Are you sure you were using Octo Everywhere and not Octo Print? Because there's Octo Everywhere and there's Octo Print, and they're two different things. I don't know if I have the app for Octo Everywhere. I might just have a link for Octo everywhere. Yeah, there's no app in the Apple App Store for it. Oh, you've got Mobile Raker. Yeah, Mobile Raker is different. I actually had won a lifetime thing for Mobile Raker, and then never followed through with actually getting that all set up. Yeah, Mobile Raker will plug into Octo everywhere. You can plug into so Mobile Raker is a is an iPhone, is an app. I haven't looked at it in like 3 years. I wonder if I'm sure it's a lot better than it was 3 years ago. Ah. Oh, yeah. So what I do is I just made Octo Everywhere, like added it to my home screen, so it just looks like an app, but it just opens up the browser. RJ, good luck, man. Hope you get some tips and whatnot. Down Under Raker, what are you doing tonight again?
Do you remember how you held me thin? Now you got me reaching out.
Pushing plastic, excellent.
And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do
Parts for the
keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you.
Stagecoach. Putting together a new fill matrix. Excellent. Now, there's filometrics and filomatrix. One of them is the original, one of them's a version modified by the Armored Turtle team. I'm not sure what the difference between them is though. All right. What do I need to print now? Nothing brown and black anyway. Oh, I need to open up another spool filament for over here. Let's go get another roll of filament. Note to self: never stream on Wednesday evenings. Mac, welcome back. That's good, man. Please open idler and remove filament manually. Okay. All right. The person has been reloaded. What is this? Excellent. Brad, are you still here?
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.
You want me to real quick run over this SVG thing that we were talking about earlier?
Come in just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up.
You have somebody setting off fireworks near you, Mac? You'd hate living next to me. We just randomly set them off all the time. All right. So earlier today, Brad was talking about wanting to put a logo on something. So if we go into here and we just add a primitive, we're just going to add a cube. All right. Let's scale this up. I don't want uniform scale.
Breaking out, can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.
Let's just say this is your object, right? So this is whatever you're printing, Brad. Now, if you go into this and you do add a negative part, SVG, and if we go over here, here is my my logo, right? Now, if we do this at, let's say we do this at a 150, all right? And we do it at a depth of 10 millimeters. Okay. And we go cut, enter. There we go. And we do go slice. Luke, how's it going? Are you talking about Danger Clipper, Calico Clipper? So now that I've sliced this, it's cut out in there, right? Now, you were talking about wanting to print that as a second part and then inlay it, right? So let's make another plate and then add a primitive, SVG. We're gonna select the same image again, all right? I'm gonna edit that, make that the same size, 150. right. Let's put that back down where it belongs. All right, so now the problem is, if I print this, it is exactly the size of this and is not going to fit very well. So you go in and scale that down. You don't want to uniform scale it, right? But I'm at 149.98. And if I take that down to, like, let's say 149 point, it's at 71.58. So that's 71.58, so 71.56. $71.56, 71.56. It's going to give you just a little bit of room so that you can glue it in there, have a little bit of room, and it'll be not protruding above the surface, and give you a little bit of room so that it'll actually like slot down in there, particularly with the letters that you're talking about. What's that?
I have 4 pillows in my room. Oh, 3. And I'm supposed to have like
All right, I'm back. Can you paint colors into the negative? Yeah. All right, so if I go over here, I go to this object, right? All right, let's do this, right? Do you want, you can do this a couple different ways, right? What I would do is add another build plate. Let's add a primitive cube. Scale that up to 300. By 300. All right. Now I'm going to add a modifier, not a negative part, just add a modifier. All right. And then we're going to put that into here. You can do join, and that's going to put it above it. You can do cut, and it's going to take it away. Or you can do a modifier, and then it's just going to make it wall shape. Okay? So there's the modifier. Now, say you're in a printer that has multicolor. All right, you go down here and 2. Select the color, slice plate. Hopefully I don't drop out. Yeah, Billy Goat could have ate them. More likely her uncle stole them when he went home. Because he stayed the night when I got back from camping. I probably could have used a better, less in-depth SVG. Anyway, so now it's cut that into the part. You can adjust how deep you want it. I set this for 10 millimeters, but you can adjust the depth of it and everything like that. And you got multicolor printer. This is definitely the way to go. Well, that's a pretty in-depth thing that's trying to slice. Yeah, let's say you wanted it on top. So add a primitive cube, scale that, uniform scale to 300. It's a big ass cube. There we go. You can add a part. All right. Join it. Then change filament. Now it's raised above it. But let's say you didn't want it that tall. Edit. Say you only wanted it 3 layers thick, right? So 0.6. Now it's only 3 layers thick. Whatever you want to do. Now, I do believe that add a primitive, add a cylinder, add a modifier, SVG. Well, let me wrap the SVG. Use surface. All right. And then if I make this, say 10 millimeters, and I change the thickness to 0.6, let's make this bigger. Let's do 20. All right. And I do a modifier. Change filament to black. Now, when I slice this, it's actually wrapped onto the thing, right? Do the same thing with text, right? Add a modifier, add text. It's use surface, and we make this say edit it. Make this say Howie. All right. Use text. Depth 1 millimeter. And then we're done. Now we go over here to the embossed text. Change it to that. Now when we slice it, it says Howie. Where's the icon to join it? So you're gonna right click on whatever you're doing, whatever your part is, and then it's gonna give you all these, right? Options. Now, here's a, do you know how to, so another cool thing, right? Sometimes you'll have something, uh, 3D printer stuff, right? Let's go box turtle stuff. And this logo skirts, right? So here's the logo for the box turtle. This one's not going to let you do it. Okay. Let's just delete this then. Let's go. Import geometry only. There we go. All right. I can split this and split it into objects, or you can split it into parts. If you split it into parts, they're going to stay all locked together. If you split them into objects, you can move them around separate, right? So, like this, if I click on objects, right, and I click on this, one thing, I can move it around by itself. But then I can go in and color these by themselves. All right. Or I can select a bunch of them and change them all together at one time. It's handy to, you can do a lot in slicers. You probably already knew that, but go over it anyway. You can center your thing on the build plate. So, like, that's what I was doing for the maker chip stuff, right? So, if you need to get, if you've got your SVG of your logo, right? And then you click on it and you click center, it's going to put it in the center of the plate, right? Scale that down to, say, 10%. Uniform scaling. But, all right. There's my logo as an SVG. All right. And now, let's just say you went in and this is your maker chip, right? you went into, you grabbed K2 Kevin's 3MF file. And this is your maker chip that you grabbed from him, and you need to line them up exactly. You just click on this and center it too. It's going to center it right over top of it. Select both objects and assemble, and now they're one thing. So now these are one object, and I make this a different color. There it is, and then when you slice it, you don't get that error saying like these two objects are interfering with each other kind of thing. Yeah, there's a lot you can do in the slicer to, if you don't have the ability to do the stuff in CAD yet, and sometimes it's just downright easier and faster to do some stuff in slicer than it is to do it in CAD. Yeah, some of the stuff is harder than others, but other things, slicers have come a long way. You can almost do primitives, put in a bunch of primitives, assemble them, and kind of use your slicer as Tinkercad almost. Yes, Prusa Slicer does have has those features as well. I'm sure Bamboo Slicer does as well. So I mean, it's pretty cool, even if it's just like you're printing something and you want to put your name on it, you know, because. And you don't necessarily even have like multicolor thing. You just want to have your name raised on it, or you know, you put it on the top of the model. You can do a pause and do a manual filament swap, or you can just kind of emboss your name into it. Or you got something that's a part of, I don't know, you're doing a Nerf blaster. So I did a Nerf blaster for my nephew, and I used that feature to put his name and his jersey number on his blaster. So if you're wanting to learn some like slicer tips and tricks stuff, there is a channel. Now, I have a vested interest in it, but at this, he's a way bigger channel than me, but called It's Mead Made. And he goes into a lot of slicer stuff. Now there's going to be a lot of stuff that you are way ahead of the curve on that stuff, but there's also things where you can learn something new. You know, you watch a 15-minute video on some slicer stuff, and you pick up one new thing. You know, you learn something new today. You've been following him for a while now? Yeah, so he's family. So full disclosure on that, but it is what it is. All right, so there's our last titanium anode piece. All right. Let's eject this filament. Down Under Maker's about to start streaming. Yeah, I just set up a redirect over to you, Down Under Maker. Yeah, I'm by no means the best at it, but I had to learn how to do something to get me through the knowing absolutely having no skills whatsoever in CAD. I had to know how to do something. And honestly, sometimes the models, like what did we look at? Oh, the fan things the other night that we were doing for the NG, those risers. Like, I had a CAD file, and I probably could have gone and grabbed the original CAD, but if you pull in an STL into Fusion and try to modify it, it's a pain in the butt. You need a step file at the very least. You learn a lot being on a Super Slicer alpha testing. I need to pick up, have they done like a full release of that yet? When was this released? July 1st. Oof. How far from catching up is he? His version numbers are kind of based off of Prusa Slicer version numbers, and I have no idea where Prusa Slicer is right now, but it says the latest release is 2.5.59.12 Biz Edition. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm staying with with Orca Slicer, unless somebody comes along and really outdoes them. I got burned by Super Slicer. Not completely understand, you know. It's a one-man show. And that one-man show's life got to the point where he could no longer maintain it and update it. I understand. But I then had to spend quite a while redoing profiles and learning a complete new software in Orca Slicer, which wasn't even called Orca Slicer then, it was called Soft Fever. And I was a little annoyed. So unless he comes up with a way where I can export my Orca Slicer configs and import those configs in the Super Slicer, and I really like the Bamboo Network plugin on Orca Slicer. That means that when I pull up Orca Slicer on this computer, all my stuff is there. I pull it up on that one, the one in the house, the one that I log into at a public library, whatever it is, I log in with my account and boom, all my stuff is there. Well, if it's a tool for the devs, hopefully it comes to we mere mortals. All right, let's eject. Press knob to unload filament. It's extremely annoying that it doesn't just, when you go in and unload the filament, just automatically after you hit the button, just go ahead and start cooling the nozzle down. Why do I then have to go through a bunch of menus to the settings, take this nozzle temperature back down. We should have added this to whatchamacallit. We'll add this to Spoolman real quick. So let's go filaments. Create. Titanium anno, ambrosia, PLA, $1.24. Price is $24, I think. 1.75. I thought they used to have the empty spool weight printed on these things somewhere. I know that I kept overlooking it before. Then it told me it was on there. So it probably is on here and I'm still just overlooking it. Alright. What was the empty spool weight on these? 132. 132. 220. 220. 60. Save and add. Spools. Great. Alright, what's this way? 1109. 1109. Saving in. This is spool number 9. Speak for yourself, I'm eternal. Alright, have a good one, Jeff. Yeah, we're all gonna jump over there, actually. Alright, everyone, have a good night. Go check out Down Under Maker's stream. Thanks for hanging out. I know it was a bit of a bleh stream. But tomorrow we'll be building a giant Nerf blaster. So come check that out. Brad, thank you for the gifted memberships. If you would like to become a member, there's a button down there. I appreciate it. There's also links in the description for the Discord, which is where we'll be building that blaster tomorrow. So if you haven't joined, join the Discord so you can come hang out and watch that blaster build. And then Patreon, Polymaker affiliate link. There's a giant Polymaker sale going on. I think it's all month. So if you don't use my affiliate link, at least use somebody's. Other than that, have a good one, y'all.